Hey everybody, happy Monday. Hope you're doing well and welcome to your weekly forecast reading with Spirit for the week of March 10th to March 16th. Today I'm going to be channeling some messages to you directly from the spirit realm, directly from your spirit guides, in hopes of giving you some messages of love, light, healing, connection, compassion, all those beautiful things, and for something for you to focus on this week with regards to your own intuition, your own spirituality, or your connection to your own guides. So if you feel drawn to listen to the entirety of this message, it's definitely for you. If you feel drawn to skip through parts of the message or pass it by completely, then this message may not be for you. The idea and my intention is always that this message will reach exactly who it needs to when they're fully able and ready to receive it. All right, and before we begin, I just want to remind you that if you are finding value from these readings every week, whether it's your first time or your 10th or 20th time, I always really appreciate your support through a like, a comment, a subscribe, a follow, all those things. I really appreciate you for being here, for listening, for watching. All right, thank you so much. Let's dive in and see what Spirit would like to share with us. All right, so we're getting an animal guide right away. This is the Bluebird. Okay, so Bluebird's coming in. This is a nice gentle energy to begin off with the reading. And so the first message coming through, again, to follow this Bluebird Spirit Animal is about being gentle with yourself, okay? So I'm getting the energy, the impression from Spirit about this gentle connection that we have with ourselves. And so what we're asking you this week is to just reflect on and look at what does it mean to have a connection with self for you, and what does it mean to be gentle with yourself at the same time, okay? So how can we inform ourselves? How can we listen to ourselves, listen to our intuition, listen to our wisdom? How can we speak to ourselves in ways that are gentle and compassionate and loving? And how can we catch ourselves when we're not in that way? Okay, so how can we renew our connection to ourselves? And how can we make it possible for ourselves to connect with ourselves in a gentle and loving and compassionate way? And where are you not doing that? So most of the time we are hardest on ourselves, right? We're the least compassionate with ourselves. We're the least flexible with ourselves, right? And so Spirit is just asking you, they're just reminding you to just think about how we could be more gentle with ourselves this week, but also in the coming weeks as well, okay? How can we lend ourselves more grace? Okay, so just have that sit with you for a moment and think, where am I making my life like either more difficult, either more challenging? Where am I giving myself more complications, more hardships than what's actually necessary? Where am I building energy in a complicated way that is not really necessary at all? Okay, so where can we be more gentle with ourselves in our life? Okay, whether that's on the physical plane, the emotional plane, the mental plane, the spiritual plane. Okay, so just thinking about gentleness and ease. Okay, I'm also getting the deer, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, so deer animal guide is our third message. And so the next message that I'm getting after this one is, how can we extend that gentleness to others this week? How can we extend that kindness and compassion to others this week? And what they're saying is that they're reminding you that everybody around you is a mirror, right? And there was I was posting some stories about that quite recently. But they're saying that everybody around you is not only a mirror, but everybody around you is also on their own journey, okay? They're also on their own path. And everybody is at different levels of comprehension, of consciousness, of awareness on their journey. And so Spirit is just reminding you to keep that in mind, that just as much as you are on your own healing and ascension journey and self-development journey, other people are too, whether they're pursuing that consciously or not, okay? And so they're just reminding you to go easy on not only yourself, right, but go easy on others too, okay? And so this is not about like getting walked all over or having no boundaries or being a doormat. We still need to have those boundaries, okay? We still need to act in our truth and in integrity, okay? But what they're saying is like, how can we just extend a little bit more patience to others around us, a little bit more kindness, a little bit more compassion, to really reflect before we respond or react to something around us, okay? So it's just like, can we give a little bit more space in between our reactions or our responses to allow that grace and compassion and ease to come through, that kindness to come through, okay? That gentleness to come through. And so what really we're saying here is like, how can we be more compassionate with others on a day-to-day basis? How can we identify where we sometimes don't give people our patience, where we may cut people off, where we may brush people off or shut down connection. They're just asking us to be aware of where we're not giving grace to ourselves and we're not giving grace to others, okay? I really hope you're following this. They're just asking us to be a little bit more aware of that this week, because by doing these things and by following these things, there's just saying that you introduce more ease and grace and flow when you just take an extra second or two to allow the gentleness of your soul to come through instead of like your ego, okay? Really hope that makes sense. We're also getting the wolf again, okay? So the wolf, the animal guide. Is there anything else here? So the final thing that I'm getting for this week is grounding practices, okay? So what they're saying to this, as you know, this one message tends to build upon the other, but what they're saying is like, do you have a grounding practice in place? Because what they're saying here is that when you have a grounding practice in place, you allow so much more energy that would usually get stuck in your energy field, in your aura, to pass through you, to process through you. Okay, so what's your grounding practice been like lately, okay? And do you have one at all? Because it's so much easier to do these exercises and to practice these things when you have that grounding practice in place. You're allowing nature, Mother Earth, whatever you want to call her, to assist you in clearing and grounding your energy field, in regulating your energy field, okay? In filling your energy field with the right type of energy. Okay, so when things happen around you, when you're practicing having more ease, more gentleness, more grace, more flow, more compassion, it's like Mother Earth will help you kind of process a lot of those emotional and ego pieces that typically prevent energy from moving through and rather keep them stuck instead. Okay, so the idea with this is, how can we ensure that we have a regular practice to move this energy so that we can be the bigger person, that we can be more gentle and kind and compassionate with others, okay? So this week is all about ease, grace, flow, gentle energy with yourself, with others, lending that to others, and making sure that with that, you're allowing a proper exercise, right, to have that energy flow properly, okay? So I really hope this makes sense. I really hope you're following. Sometimes it's challenging to translate what Spirit is sharing, but I really hope that you're getting that this week, okay? So if you could focus on one thing or take anything away from this week, the word is gentleness, being gentle with yourself and others. See how that comes through and plays out for you. Give room, give space for gentleness for yourself and others in your life. Support that exercise by doing grounding practices for yourself. Allow Mother Earth, allow nature, the Pachamama, whatever you want to call it, to assist you to maintain that frequency of gentleness and kindness and compassion for yourself and others, okay? All right. Wow. Thank you so much, Spirit, for those messages this week, guys. I really hope that landed with you. I really hope you were able to resonate with that. And if it did resonate, if it did land for you, please do leave a like, a comment, a suggestion, leave feedback. I love to hear from you. I love to hear how it lands with you. All right. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.